Hey everyone, this is Ryan again with another tactical idea here for you. And this particular pattern is quite interesting because it's using the pin in conjunction with threatening checkmate. Right. So it's a different one than we've been, not different because one of the other videos I just did had a checkmating result, but this particular position, white can make a move and win a piece because if black recaptures, he will be getting checkmated. So if you look at the position, it's a little bit chaotic. The rook black's rooks are disjointed and uncoordinated. One is on h6. I don't know how it got there, and one is on f8. And if you see, we have a pin on the knight on f7 by our bishop, and it is being attacked actually by the knight on f4, and so is our rook on g2. Here it's a little bit crucial that we calculate correctly and make the correct moves. So the idea here is that this battery of the queen and the bishop are very powerful, especially when pointing towards the black, or not black necessarily, just either side, especially when your opponent doesn't have either bishop and particularly that color square bishop, because in chess there's only one bishop for each color, and when you lose it, and your opponent has it's not necessarily any kind of winning advantage. It's just it can become a real hassle, right? And it can be exploited tactically. And in this position, that's exactly what's capable of happening. Oftentimes with tactical ideas, there's the often the material sacrifice, right? And in this position, our position is threatened to be a little bit crumbled because this knight on f4 is attacking our rook and also attacking our bishop on e6, and this is we can't allow the knight to take the bishop on e6 because the position just falls apart. An idea is that if we could probably move this pawn out of the way on e5, then that would leave open the possibility for our bishop and our queen to get in to the king's position via bishop h8, and the piece is invulnerable because the knight on f7 is pinned. And even if the queen sacrifices itself for that bishop on e6, allowing that knight to be able to capture our bishop on h8, we could play queen to g7, and that would be checkmate. The king would have nowhere to go. But how do we get this pawn to move away from e5? Well, there is a move that white can make that either forces black to capture or to move that pawn, or just be in a losing position. And that move, if you guys hadn't spotted it yet, is rook takes f4, right? And if rook takes f4, now this is completely losing for black. because if he captures the pawn or captures the rook with the pawn, we have that beautiful idea of checkmate on g7. Look at how the king is boxed in by all his pieces. Even if he wasn't, it would still be checkmate, but it's kind of beautiful how your pieces are just fitting in right around the black king in this position. All right, so as oftentimes when attacking and with tactics, principal ideas will often be able to be thrown out the window for attacking potential or attacking ideas in a particular position. And in this case, checkmate is available after the thematic rook takes f4, all right, and with the exchange sacrifice. And I hope you guys got something from this video, all right, and I will post another one soon, all right, so look forward to hearing what you guys have to say and seeing if you guys are getting anything out of these videos. All right.